Okay. Shit, I think I got child new equipment. I'm telling you, I think that I hope you can see my ass. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, and with this week's episode of the Have and the Have Nots. It was the finale, airing, episode 23, Promises Kept, season. Child, y'all know what the hell I'm trying to say. I'm saying this is the Have and Have Not season 4, episode 23, which is the finale episode for the season. Okay, child, a long day, I'm telling you. And then when you ain't feeling your best, bitch, you be crazy. Anyway, let's get on into it, shall we start off with Lloyd going to see Catherine. Okay, Lloyd is the banker. He tells her that the DA has put a stop to letting her be able to get Wyatt's inheritance, and that that's going to be her drawback, trying to get control back over his money. DA lady, she more concerned about her case against Jim than she is about Wyatt. So she feeling like he ain't dead, so I don't need to be worried about it, okay? I said, that's a hot mess. Well, you tell her that, that don't sit well with Catherine. No, God, she already got it in for DA girl, because she promised her that she'll gun her down in the streets like a dog. And child, Catherine is the MVP of this episode, if you really want to know the truth. Catherine go in there and tell Hannah what's going on. She said, that's kind of messed up. But Catherine is now getting ready to go back home. She got a little cute, and she about to roll out. But Catherine say to her, well, are you still going to come visit me? Now, Hannah took that strange, just like I did. Like, Catherine, what you trying to say, girl? Well, Catherine was basically just saying, oh, you're going to come by here. But it's more to that, and Hannah knew it too. Because Hannah like, where you going? She said, I just want to know that you're going to come by here. And she was okay with that. She said, yeah, I'm going to come by here and holler at you, girl. She said, well, look, before you leave, I want to give you something. I want to gift you with something. She wound up giving Hannah Amanda's old car. And she know how slave Hannah is. Hannah will be the type that will block every last blessing that come to her. She said, girl, I already had it. I already switched over to your name so that you can't deny this. So here, take this car. You need it. And Hannah had no choice but to go ahead on and accept her blessing. And I was like, finally, somebody, she's starting to understand, child. Anyway, the cops is over at Candace's house ready to search the house. But Justin is one of the first on scene. And he gets on the phone with Jeffrey like he was last episode. And he on there telling him, look, we about to go in this girl's house. I can't protect you unless you tell me what's really going on. He said, if it's an area that needs to be, if it's an area in this house, it would be best that I go to that area. That way I can pretty much protect you. But if you don't tell me nothing, I ain't going to be able to help you. You got to come clean now. So Jeffrey finally stopped stuttering long enough to tell him to check the backyard by the garden. And if you find my keys, get them for me, would you? Meanwhile, you got Quita across the street posted up against Pearl fence watching the activities as they're about to unfold. Now, y'all know Pearl ain't here for that. Pearl is not here for that. Pearl tell her, girl, get off my property. She tell Pearl, why you can't just leave me alone? Ooh. Pearl act like she was appalled. Baby, she was about to clutch them imaginary pearls she always have on, but Quita knew to not mess with that woman anyway. Now, Jeffrey down at the hospital trying to call Candace's phone to tell her that, hey, the popo at your house, girl. But she ain't answering it. Child. He get a ring back that he think it's Candace calling back since he been trying to dial her and she ain't been answering. Come to find out that's Melissa. That aggravated him because he not here for Melissa. But Melissa put him up on game. She said, let me tell you something. You know that this call ain't about me. And she handed the phone over to Veronica. Now, Veronica on there asking him, boy, where you at? You know the day of the engagement party. He said, I needed some air. She says, air all around here. All you have to do is go outside. He said, look, I'm out trying to get a tux or suit like you wanted me to. She said, we got staff to handle that for you. Now get on over here. He, at this point, is fed up. Because, I mean, the police at the girl house now. So, you know, why I got to keep going through what you trying to take me through. He told her, he said, you done already snitched. The police is at Candace's house right now. He said, I ain't coming nowhere and I ain't doing nothing. She talking about, you must have forgot that card that I got. And no, I haven't seen anybody there. He said, well, they there and you can go straight to hell, Veronica. And he hung that phone up in her face. Good thing that was over the phone, because face to face, if he had said that, girl, he might have would have cut you again. You know he good for that cutting thing. Anyway, Candace finally answered. But she hung up real quick on him, talking about, now it's not the best time, Jeffrey. I'm turning my phone off. She trying to talk to Benny, because pretty much Benny over her. She trying to convince him that she going to get the money back, but he ain't trying to hear a damn thing she say. And Candace, not for nothing, know that this is the only person that really had her back and that would be down with some of her foolishness and still deal with her without throwing the Holy Bible at her. So, you know, it is what it is in this episode, okay? He ain't giving a damn. Now, it's 3 p.m. And David is out there to pick up Erica just like he said he was. She said, I see you prompt. He said, yeah, I am. She was, so she in the car and he asked her, you want me to take you back to the hotel? She said, no. But before they did that, I'm sorry. She finally said, you want to know my name? And he was acting like, you were, yeah. So she tell him her name, Erica. And I'm like, when she said her name, my thought is this, girl. You done already lied and told a man y'all from the same area of town, which was a lie, okay? Now you telling this man that you, your first name. Do you not think that there's a possibility that he may actually check this information out on you, girl? What was Erica thinking when she gave that information up? But anyway, child, he asked her, did she want to go back to the hotel? She said, no, I'm kind of hungry right now. And he said, well, she told him about this spot that she wanted to go to, some home cooking. And David jerked like he had heard the voice of Jesus, honey. I guess being married to that vegan carb unhappy Veronica, he ain't had one of them type of meals in a while, so he gone on down there, okay? I said, Lord, Veronica ain't good in that kitchen, honey. She look like the type that'll burn water. Keep calm. If you Southern, you know what that means. He said his wife never cooked like that. They wind up actually going to this place, but she was like, let's park and walk to it because it's just a few blocks away. So that's what they do. They really spending too much time together, if you ask me. Well, anyway, he said he eat his meal, and child, he was like, my wife never cooked like that. She said, see, there you go again. He said, oh, I'm sorry. He said, it's a nice, you know, I don't want to keep bringing her up like that there, okay? So they had a great meal, and he asked her how old she is. She say she 28. He was like, you young, but you mature to be your age. She said, yeah, but I have a child side. And she went over there to the jukebox and started playing the blues and doing a little dance with it. He said, child, what you know about the blues? You know what I'm saying? You know, he get up and he be a gentleman about it, and he have a little dance with her. They enjoying each other company, okay? A recipe for disaster, if you ask me, for them to be spending that much time together, but okay. So they enjoy themselves. They getting ready to leave. It's a different side of him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you could tell David, it's been a minute since he had a woman to really just make him feel kind of good. And Miss Phyllis, I know you was loving it, watching every bit of how David was interacting and showing us. He one time was a player from the Himalaya. He said that, you know, he been a minute since he had fun like that. She'd say, well, so I guess it ain't, you know, I can't ask you, so passionate sex is out the question. Child. David looked like he had just caught, he looked like he had just got caught with his hand in a cookie jar. He said, well, I didn't think about that, but that sounds good too. So that's a cliffhanger right there, because that's all I'm going to tell y'all about Erica and David. The cliffhanger is, did he actually take her up on that little offer and go and bang her back out? Okay. Now let's go back down to the hospital because Jeffrey there. And he down there watching Wyatt sleep. And I'm going to say this here, Wyatt, next season you need to be up and about and you need to give us acting, okay? You need to give us acting chops because you done got paid for half a season to just be laying in a bed. You was laying down at the surrender for God only knows how long, and you've been sitting up in this hospital to the end of this episode just laying there. So next season, David, Aaron, I want to see you up and about giving us some acting chops and making me extremely happy because I want you to cut a food. You understand what I'm saying? But get it together. Do not be the same jerk that you was before you went to sleep, and don't be up there doing all them drugs, honey. Smoke you some damn weed if you got to do anything, but leave that other stuff alone because clearly you ain't ready, okay? Well, Jeffrey is sitting there watching him sleep, like I say, and he confessing his love for him and also apologizing for not being there when he was raped in the jailhouse. He said, I'm sorry my mama did that to you and I wasn't able to be there for you. Now, he's saying all of this and he ain't heard that door open, but I heard the door open and Catherine is standing right there. She had that gang rape stuff. She like, wait a minute, what you say? He was like, nothing, you know, maybe I should leave. She said, hold up, Jeffrey, you're not finna go nowhere. You finna tell me exactly what you said. So he has to go ahead on and tell her, look, when Wyatt was in jail, my mama set him up to get gang raped and he was raped. So Catherine is standing there like, somebody else was against my boy too? Oh, okay. She left out of that room. I already knew she would head down to the jail to see Jim. Jim talking about 2 visits in one day. Baby, well, I must be the luckiest man on earth, baby. She cut to the chase with that. She said, was my son assaulted in jail? He tried to play it out, but Katie wasn't having it at that moment, honey. She ain't here for the foolishness. She said, I already know, Jim. He went to trying to explain, look, see, it was a mix-up. The wrong inmate got put in there, and yeah, that did happen. She said, why are you trying to protect her? He said, protect who? He say, protect who? She say, Veronica. He said, I'm not trying to protect her. I'm trying to protect you because you leave a mess when you try to do something. She said, you want to talk? The same man that let my son get molested as a child, and now you done let him got raped as a grown man in that jail. You let it happen again, Jim. She said, I hope you rot in here. And she walked off, okay? She was super hot, baby. When she got in that hallway, she was digging down in that purse. I said, oh, God, don't tell me white privilege done let this woman get through this, through the jail with a gun in her hand. Don't tell me she finna go back in there and kill that damn Jim. But nope, she was reaching for her phone, honey. She got her phone out. She called Veronica. That thing answered, gonna ask her how it's wide. She said, oh, he fine, he fine. He said, but look here, girl, I need your help, you know. She said, the DA won't let me take control back over Wyatt inheritance, and I need your help because see, you the best in the business, you know. I know you can convince her to help me out. Well, Veronica say, well, tonight's not a good night, Catherine, because I have a small dinner party going on. Catherine say, and I'm not invited. She said, well, you weren't invited because we know that you're, you know, probably still by Wyatt's side and you wouldn't feel good. It's just a small group, just family, Catherine. And Catherine like, She said, well, I need this meeting tonight, Veronica, and again, you are the best. She said, Veronica gonna tell her, well, you can't get Marty. Catherine say, heavens no, girl. You done beat Marty some 33 times. I need you to do this for me. I need my friend in this moment, okay? You are gonna be what's gonna help me out. So Veronica say, well, how long do you think this will take? Catherine said, girl, not long at all. No more than about 25, 30 minutes, you know. Veronica agreed, and they hung up, and she called DA Girl to set up with DA Girl about this meeting by Wyatt Inheritance. She said, why don't you just give her part ownership, compromise with her, give her part ownership, and the rest Wyatt can keep. She told her, she said, well, we'll see. That's what DA Girl said. She said, we'll see. I'll be at the meeting, okay? Now, before going to Catherine's, Veronica went over in the hood, because, see, remember, Jeffrey done called her and told her the police outside of Candace's house, and she pretty much done figured out Quita would have been the one that went down there and ran them out. So she jumps up out her vehicle in the hood, child, and Veronica act like she was a member of the Gangster Disciples back in the day, the way she rolled up on Quita and hemmed her up around her colic area and started slapping and telling her, look, didn't I say I told you I had this? When I tell you I got something, that's what I do. I promise you, if you mess this up for me, you are not going to be able to deal with my wrath. And she left her with that. Now, Mitch comes into the tow yard, and Benny sitting there looking like he want to just drop dead immediately. He told Benny, he said, look, you're going to have to pull your weight, man. I'm exhausted. You got to help me. Benny asked him, did you set War up with some drugs in his car? He's like, no, man, I ain't did nothing like that. He said, no. He said, I don't even know why. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. And Benny was like, that figures my sister off her rocker. She ain't doing nothing but lying, talking about war raped her. Now, once Mitch heard that, he knew that everything was out in the open, okay? So, he tell her, he said, look, man, I did see him rape her up against the fence. And I was the one that planted drugs in him, in his car, to protect you and to protect her. Now, that dumbass Benny, I told you that's a beautiful mall, but ain't nobody up in there shopping, honey. Benny telling the man, you ain't got that kind of street cred or connections. How you pull that off? Mitch trying to had to tell him, man, look, I'm a Malone. Benny was like, who the hell is a Malone? He took out a picture and showed him a picture of his daddy. He's like, Mitch Malone is kidding you? That's my daddy, honey. He said, yeah, that's my daddy. So Mitch was like, Benny was like, so I got the mob working here too. Not only am my business about to go, I got the mob down here. He said, no, I'm not. I got out of that. You know, I ain't with that. You got me, Mitch, working with you, not the mob. Now Benny starts talking about the $2 million needed to keep the house and the tow yard. At first, Mitch was thinking about it, but he done seen some of the worst and seen some of the, you know, he done seen people get jacked all the way up. He said, never mind. I done seen too many terrible things. So we got to find another way to get the money. Benny said, Benny was kind of sad. He tell Mitch, he said, by tomorrow we won't have any of this. Due to my sister mortgaging the property, and she forged my name on the signature. So by tomorrow we won't hold this anymore. Mitch says, we'll rebuild. Start over, man. So he tell him, shit, fuck that, let's just pop bottles. And that's what they do, child. They popped the $5.99 Rose Moscato from down at the Circle K 7-Eleven in some of you people's local area. But that's what they do, okay? Now, next thing we see Oscar, a.k.a. Brandon, over at the campaign headquarters. And I guess he was getting ready to pack, because it's pretty much packed up in there. I don't know what the hell he was there for. I'm assuming he might have been there waiting on David to call him with that girl name so he could run it and stuff. But he there and he hear this noise. Now, he paranoid because he know that somebody been following him and he don't know who it is. So, what he does is he's trying to peep out the blinds, and child, he went and cut that corner and he got knocked the hell down by Candace with a pipe in her hand, beating the hell out of him, asking him, bitch, where's my money? Okay? She was whooping his ass with that. I said, you better get him, girl. You better get them coins back, because that's the only thing that's going to help you, girl. Now, but he ain't got him, so I don't know, you know, but he still need his ass whooped. Carry on. Now, Benny at home down there crying when Lil Quincy come down the stairs, cute as a button, honey, asking Benny, is this your house? Can I stay here forever? That only serves to make him feel even worse. Benny looking like he about to straight up cry. Hannah notices that, and she sends Lil Quincy back upstairs, you know. And when he gets out of earshot, she asks Benny, what's up with you? What's wrong with you? He said, Mama, she mortgaged the houses and my tow yard. And she forged my name. If we don't have that $2 million back down at the bank by 5 o'clock tomorrow, we lose everything. He said, I should have listened, Mama. I should have listened. Hannah said, you gonna learn, boy. You is gonna learn by fooling with that sister. But Hannah calm. He said, he asked her, he said, how you stay calm like that? He said, well, she said, because I know who she is, honey. And ain't no sense of you looking like that, you know. I ain't got nothing to say about that. All I can tell you is I done cooked a good meal. And he like, huh? She said, yeah, we're going to enjoy our last good meal up in these good confines, honey. And you'll learn to listen to me in the future. Then she just broke out of nowhere with the lighthouse. I was like, Tyler, you just going to add that on. You going to just ease that in on us, honey. She got good vocals, though. Got good vocals. But Tyler always surround himself with people that can sing, honey. But it was just kind of out of order. But, okay. I get it, though. Because sometimes, child, I just bust out when things is on my background here. I bust out with old Negro spiritual myself. My favorite one is Jesus is on the main line. Because, honey, I be needing to call him and tell him what I want when I be going through. So, I guess it's all to the good. But, shit, that was depressing as hell. Now, the scene of all scenes at the Crowd Mansion, baby. Veronica and D.A. girl is in the building with Miss Catherine discussing the money thing. And D.A. is not giving up. She said no to allowing Catherine to regain control over Wyatt's money. She said that would be up to him. Basically, she know Wyatt ain't dead. She still thinks she got a case, so she ain't trying to. She don't give a damn if him having control of that money damn near kill him the next. Actually kills him the next time. Long as she can get him on the stand to testify against Jim and them. That's basically all she care about. Catherine said, "Is this about my husband? Did you sleep with him?" D.A. girl said, "That's a stretch." But Veronica said, "It wouldn't be a stretch with David, huh?" That helper said, David can stretch me anytime. I said, girl, you done really lost your damn mind. You don't realize how much danger you in, Molly. You in danger, girl. Catherine said, okay, since you don't want to play by the rules and allow me to protect my son. She said, Veronica, it's 2 reasons why you here. Veronica sitting over there smug, not realizing what's about to go on right before her very eyes. She said, you allowed my son to get raped in a cell when he was in jail. Now, D.A. girl like, wait a minute, what? Because she don't know nothing about that. But Veronica do. She said, the other reason why you here is because you fearless, Veronica. You like a cockroach. You every damn well. She said, you don't fear nothing and no one. But you will fear me today. She looked back at D.A. girl. She said, I'm going to ask you one more time. Will you give my son's inheritance back? That woman told Catherine no. Baby, Catherine unloaded a clip in D.A. girl ass. Sending her dead to the floor, honey. And Veronica screaming because she can't believe Catherine just went that far with it. I said, see, that's what happens. She turned that gun toward Veronica. Veronica ain't know what the hell to do, child. She said, now you gonna help me get away. You gonna help me get off from it. You ain't got no damn choice. Baby, she walked away like she was the pimp player pusher of the year. Straightened her vase that was crooked on her table and went on up them stairs. And that was the ending of season 4. Child. That last scene, it was slow into that last scene. That last scene saw me way on over there, baby. I was ready to go to the king when she unloaded that clip like a real child. I said, all right, Catherine. They thought you was sweet, but girl, you got more power and more nuts than your husband do. I was so proud of Catherine in that moment. Yes, I was. But that was it. That's all, y'all. The next Tyler Perry thing I'll be dealing with is If Loving You Is Wrong. And honey, I sure hope he bring it with that. I'm telling you, I really, that's my favorite. This one here is, I like it, but my show is If Loving You Is Wrong. Many of y'all can't feel it, but baby, get into it, okay? In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you back for the next review. Peace.